I'm gonna show you some basic math for your math assignments and your math exams. I'm gonna be using a shortcut version of dose over the availability times the milliliters. The milliliters are only used when you use liquid medication, okay? So with the first problem, I have orders and available, that's what the O and the A stand for. The first problem is heparin, 2,500 units sub-Q every 8 hours, and what we have available is heparin, 20,000 units in a milliliter vial, okay? So first of all, we're gonna set it up just like this here. So we have 2,500 units over the 20,000 units. Because they both have the same units, we can get rid of that. I also like creating a number that is a smaller number so you can get rid of zeros. So what we're gonna have left is 25 into 200, okay? And then setting it up into a division form, it's 200, so we're dividing the denominator into the numerator. 25, 200 doesn't go into 25, so we have to put a decimal. When you put a decimal here, you put a decimal at the top. 200 goes into 250 one time. So 50, we can add a 0 because we already have a point. 200 goes into 500 2 times, that's 400. And then bring that down. 200 goes into 1,000 equally 5 times. So your answer is gonna be 0.125 milliliters. Okay? And then moving on to the next problem. We have a conversion. It's a metric conversion, and I'm gonna show you a shortcut with that. So we have digoxin, and what the order is 250 micrograms over the dose of 0.5 milligrams. I personally like working in milligrams because the numbers are smaller. So to convert the microgram into the milligram, you're gonna move decimal point. So this decimal point is here because it's a whole number. So we're gonna move it 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3. So what this now turns into is 0.25 milligrams over 0.5 milligrams. So now we have the same unit. We can cancel those. So we have to divide this, we divide the denominator into the numerator. So it's 0.5 into 0.25 milligrams. And in the rules of division, there can't be a decimal on the outside. So we move the decimal once, we move this decimal once. So we bring it up here. So 5 goes into 25, 5 times. So we have 0.5, and we're looking for tablets, and 0.5 tablets is 1/2 tablet. It's more accurate to say a half tablet than 0.5 tablet. Okay, that's that problem, and moving on to the third problem. We have a conversion from grains to milligrams. There are 60 milligrams in 1 grain. As long as you can remember that, you should be able to work with the grains. So if we have 60 milligrams in 1 grain, a half grain would be 30 milligrams, okay? So we have 30 milligrams, and we have what we have available is 10 milligrams. So we get rid of that, we can get rid of the zeros. So we have 1 divided into 3, and that goes 3 times. Okay, so this answer is in tablets, so it's 3 tablets. Okay, and then moving on to our last problem. It's going to be similar to the one I just did. I chose, oh no, this is a metric one. So once again, we're going to be moving the decimal. So we have 0.2 milligrams. And then what we have available is 100 micrograms. So once again, I like milligrams, so the decimals here, we're gonna move it 3 places, 1, 2, 3, and what this ends up being is 0.1 divided into 0, divided into 0.2. Okay, we can't have the point out here, we have to move it over, and the same here. Okay, so it's there. So basically 1 goes into 2 times. Okay, so this answer is in tablets, and so the answer is 2 tablets. And that's it. Thank you.